Coming from the Division III level, the odds of making it to professional basketball were stacked against me, and most people don't even consider it possible. But today, I'm playing pro basketball overseas in Taiwan for the Tainan Ghost Hawks. But it wasn't just about improving my skills. To make this happen, I had to completely change how I approach my body, my mindset, and my whole approach to the game. In this video, I'm diving into the physical and mental transformation it took to go from D3 to pro. I'm sharing the hard truth of what it takes to make that jump and how you can start your own journey too. In my experience at the D3 level, strength and conditioning was something that was mainly individual throughout college. We would have some team lifts during the preseason, but during the season, I would honestly never lift. And my mindset towards lifting was that I didn't want to lift during the season because it would throw my shot off or I would be too sore for games and practices. And of course, this is not true at all. And one of my biggest regrets from my time in college is not lifting consistently, because I believe it would have helped me so much right now at the professional level. Since lifting was mainly individual, I would make workouts on my own, and many of my workouts were more focused on gaining muscle and focusing more on physique, not athleticism. In short, I honestly didn't take weights as seriously as I should have in college. I felt that my skill alone was enough for me to succeed on the court, and that's not a mentality that you want to have as an athlete. But in the last 2 years, I've learned so much more about the importance of lifting. How to lift correctly before the season, during the season, maintaining strength and athleticism, learning about isometrics, the importance of stretching and recovery, and more. A lot of that I give credit to my brother. For the last year and a half, ever since my senior season ended, while I was at home, he was my personal trainer. He graduated from Cal State Fullerton with a major in kinesiology and is currently in grad school for exercise science. Having my brother Darren as my personal trainer makes this journey even more special. There's a unique level of trust and understanding that comes with working with family. Darren's seen my journey from the start, from the Division III level to now, and he genuinely wants to see me succeed as much as I do. And knowing that my success is a shared goal for both of us makes all the hard work that much more rewarding. Since becoming a professional, I take lifting and recovery much more serious. I know that it's a necessity and goes hand in hand with my success on the court. Being able to move properly, to be explosive on the court, to cut quickly, all these motions that are necessary in basketball all comes from being in the weight room. Transitioning from Division III basketball to pro basketball wasn't just a physical shift, it was a whole new mental game. In college, basketball was a big part of life, but now it's a full-on job with real pressure and expectations. Although this is my first year playing professional hoops, I'm still learning the mental side of playing professionally. I put a lot of pressure on myself in the last year and a half, and it negatively affected my basketball performance, so I decided to talk to a sports psychologist for the first time. And I've never done it before, and I didn't think it'd be beneficial, but athletes need support not just physically, but mentally. But it overall helped me gain perspective, and there are a few key takeaways that I want to share with you. One of the things that stuck with me the most was an analogy he told me, and the analogy he gave me was about a car. You can't drive forward if you keep looking in the rearview mirror. And I was at a point in my career where I wasn't enjoying the journey because I was so caught up in bad games and negative experiences, and the weight of looking back stopped me from being fully present in games, creating a non-stop cycle of me reminiscing about past mistakes. Thinking of a turnover I had in this game, a missed shot here, a missed layup there, and it caused me to be hesitant when it came time to play again. But this is one of my biggest challenges that I face mentally as an athlete, and it's a constant effort that I have to build to remove this habit. We also talked about embracing my role, and this was a concept that I had to learn, and I'm still learning to apply to where I am today. And it's about not only embracing my role, but excelling at it. You've all heard of the concept being a role player, and the majority of athletes you see in the NBA, overseas, or college are these quote-unquote role players. And the reality is, not everyone is going to be a superstar and going to be consistently scoring 20 to 30 points a game. It's just not realistic. But the impact you can make for your team and in the game can be so much more evident if you can excel at your role. And the earlier in the season where you can accept and internalize this concept, the better off you can be at focusing every day to become better and better at your role. And next is the idea of running your own race. There were times where I started this journey, and even sometimes now, I wonder what life would have looked like if I just decided to stay home and not pursue professional basketball, the quote-unquote safe route. Maybe I'd be making more money. I'd get to see my girlfriend more often, and I started going through different possible scenarios that could have happened. But the idea of running your own race is all about focusing on your personal journey rather than constantly looking sideways at others. It's recognizing that everyone's path is different, shaped by their own unique experiences and timing. When we compare ourselves to others, we fall into a trap where we lose sight of our own progress and potential, questioning if we're enough or if we're on the right track. Real fulfillment comes when you lean fully into your own journey, trusting that it's okay to be where you are, growing at your own pace and moving towards what's meant for you. And that's how you run your own race. When I started this journey, I had no idea how much it would demand, not just from my body, but from my mindset and commitment to constant growth. Going from Division III to professional took more than skill. It required a total transformation, inside and out. And while I've come a long way, I know there's still more to learn and ways to keep pushing forward.